Raise your vibration by tuning in to Awakening Code Radio every Tuesday night here on KX 93.5.
A quote that Michelle always uses is this: conscious collaboration without competition. Conscious, that you're aware, collaboration, that you know that you're intentionally working with people instead of working against people or only elevating yourself at whatever cost, that you don't care about anybody else, without competition. And that's really the new paradigm model, is thinking that there is enough of this to go around for everyone. There's more than enough.
Oh my goodness, there's so many people in the world, and they don't resonate with everyone. That's frequency, that's vibration. Somebody who's going to see Stacy for a healing may or may not resonate with me. Somebody who's coming to see me for a healing may or may not resonate with Stacy, or may work with me for a while and then resonate with Stacy, or may want to see us both at the same time. It really is your vibration. And whenever I have the potlucks and fire ceremonies at the OC Healing Center, I open it up to people networking. Bring your cards. Talk about what you do. I'm not, it's all love. When you start to get into that competition thing, you can forget it. You're no longer in your center. And not that it doesn't happen. I'm sure it happens. It's happened to me. And you just be honest about who you are and what's going on, and say, "Oh, wow, that's not the truth of who I want to be. I don't want to feel that way." Here's what. Oh, I'd love to leave you guys with this. I wanted to leave you guys with a nugget.
A nugget.
I really want to leave you with a nugget.
Speaking of a nugget, and I would almost half guess that Colleen might have grabbed this as a perfect little thing to post, because we end up doing text. She'll create something like a little banner, and then we use it for the rest of, we just use it all the time. I will post it on 1111 Awakening Code page, or our own page, the Awakening Code Radio page. And it was something you said very early in the show, that words are spells.
And thoughts are things.
And thoughts are things. That's really
she liked that.
I did. I don't know if she liked it or not, but
okay.
I liked it.
Okay.
So that, if she hears me say I like it, that means Colleen get busy and make a banner for that.
Poof, and it is created. Colleen is that fast.
But words are spells, and thoughts are things. And spells in the way of not dark magic and Satan worship or any of that nonsense. It's that you are bringing attention to. You are helping to manifest. We had Asterius Miraculi here talking about femifestation and manifestation, of dreaming it into being and then putting it into being. And when you're talking about using your words, you are bringing it into being.
Exactly.
You could call that a spell. Right.
You're creating, you're manifesting every time you speak. So the nugget, here's your nugget.
I'm ready.
Okay. If it's negative, and we're talking about inside your mind, right? Because I'm talking about how to heal inside, from the inside out. If it's negative and it makes you feel bad, it's a lie. If it's positive and it makes you feel good, it's the truth. So now what are you saying and what are you thinking? And when you feel bad about what you're thinking, it's a lie. Stop beating yourself up. Stop telling yourself you're no good. Stop saying that you're not worthy. If somebody like me, who was in prison, who was a hopeless drug addict, and who knew she was going to die by as with that intention set, and a teenage mom and a runaway and married at 14, if somebody like me at 53 years old can say, for the past 22 years, through the works of Doreen Virtue, through the works of Louise Hay, I began to be more positive. And it was a slow ride. But in 2006, when this shamanism hit me, it took a big chunk. And it made me see who I really am and what my life's purpose really is. And I lived all those things, no longer in the victim. I volunteered for that so that I could be here on the planet at this time as a 53-year-old, as the wise woman who's not going into crone. They say these things that God is. I am a goddess at 53 years old. So it is that, love yourself so deeply that you can say, I am a goddess. I am a god. And I am creating my reality, and my reality is beautiful. And if it's not beautiful in that moment, and you had a hiccup or you had a bad day, give yourself a break. You're doing the best you can with what you know. Love yourself at the deepest level. And then know that if it's negative and it makes you feel bad, it's a lie. And if it's positive and makes you feel good, it's the truth. Use those spells that are coming out of your mouth to create beauty all around you.
Awakening Code Radio is available on podcast. Visit www.kx935.com. Click podcast, then scroll to Awakening Code's previous shows.